We're going to talk about that parallel economy. Bill Gates bets on Bud Light's comeback as tech mogul buys 1.7 million shares of disgraced brand's parent company. It's so serious that the Daily Mail put 3 L's in million after the Dylan Mulvaney partnership. The Microsoft founder acquired the Bud Light shares via his Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation trust during the second quarter of this year. The shares hold a market value of approximately $95 million, reports TipRanks. My friends, we stand before us a great opportunity. If we convince everyone not to drink Bud Light and double down on the boycott, not only will you teach a woke corporation a lesson, a corporation that keeps doubling down on this messaging despite the backlash, you will take money away from Bill Gates. The shares that he purchased will go down in value and he will lose money. Granted, it's only $95 million, and if this drops by a couple bucks, he's going to go down to like 90. He's not really going to blink. The dude's worth $100+ billion, but whatever. One can dream.
It's a victory for you, not a loss for him.
But this is it. Obviously, I'm not surprised to see this from Bill Gates. This to me seems more like Bill Gates is trying to save the stock price of Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
This purchase is going to stabilize the price to a certain degree, or perhaps even create the perception it's recovering in an attempt to manipulate people who don't care about the culture wars into buying the stocks again or the shares, and then that will cause more people to want to be involved. I say, don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. I'm not going to give you financial advice. I'm just saying, from a cultural perspective, we have to double down on the Bud Light story once again. The fact that Bill Gates just bought a large portion of it is all the more reason to absolutely reject Bud Light as a product.
What percentage did he get out of that?
It's microscopic in terms of Anheuser's, what is it? They say Bud Light shares, but that's probably, AB InBev. Stock prices dropped.
It shares in InBev, not necessarily in Bud Light or in Budweiser.
Yeah, they say Bud Light stock, but
it's
I'm pretty sure that it's actually shares in Anheuser, which is AB InBev.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about. A lot of people are still not buying Bud Light.
See if you can get Bud Light to hire the Dasani guy, because nobody buys Dasani water. Then we just get them to lose more money. You buy Dasani water.
Yes.
We found the one person.
I love Dasani water.
Have you ever seen those pictures of like Florida after a hurricane, like all the water's gone except for the Dasani water is all just sitting there?
Sometimes,
You're the one guy.
Yes.
Well, they like put weird
it.
stuff in it, don't they?
It's good. I like Dasani and I like Aquafina. I bought both of them. I bought 1 pack of Dasani, 1 pack of Aquafina.
Well, but let's talk about this parallel economy, right? Yeah. So outside of what Bill Gates may want to do, you've got Conservative Dad's ultra right beer. This is Seth Weathers. We've got a bunch of his beer. We ordered it. It's good stuff, and they're doing sales by the truckload. It's crazy. Apparently, they're doing ridiculously well. You take a look at the failures of these companies when they get woke and go broke, and in this story, we have the amazing story of a young man who had one dream, and that was to sell pancakes. That man sits before us today.
That was my American dream. All I ever wanted was freedom and pancakes.
So let's talk about your pancakes, though, because this is a big component of building this parallel economy. I want to say, I was personally deeply offended when they took Aunt Jemima away, because when I was little, we had Aunt Jemima all the time. I'd go downstairs, I'd grab the box, I would never follow the instructions. I would just pour the mix into the cup. I'd mix it with a little bit of milk or something, and then just throw it in the pan with too much butter, so it got fried and ridiculous and delicious. And then I grew up on that, and we're not racist. My family, we liked the brand. We had Aunt Jemima syrup, and then one day they decided it was not okay for anybody to smile and look up to an iconic figure on a product that was black. Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, and Mrs. Butterworth was not even black. They took anyone who was black off of products.
Land O'Lakes lady.
There was a guy on Cream of Wheat too. It's a black guy on the Cream of Wheat.
That stuff was good.
They took him off the box. They took him off of his product also. What is that guy's name on the Cream of Wheat?
Oh, that guy was awesome.
Yeah.
Frank L. White.
Yeah, they took this guy off the box also.
But
like I said earlier, it's insane because these same people who were upset that a black face was on a food box are the same people who say black people need more representation. But if you go into the grocery store now, you don't see any black people on any food boxes at all.
But Mr. Clean,
this
the
is
Quaker Oat guy-
reverse racism. But then you left the white guy up
literal
there.
racism. You got Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
He's still there. The Quaker Oats guy, he's still there.
Quaker Oats is happy as he's happy.
Yeah.
He is happy
As a
as hell.
pig in-
He's happy as hell. He like hell yeah.
That's a religious thing too. He's a Quaker.
Yeah, and
This is what bothered me is that, like, imagine you go to a restaurant every day and there, like, you go for breakfast before work and there's Aunt Jemima making your pancakes, smiling. She's a good friend. She's always there. You know that when you're having a rough day, you show up and she's got a smile on her face and delicious pancakes. And then one day the boss is like, we got rid of her because we can't have a black person working here. It's racist. That's basically what they did to the
That's basically
iconic
what it
images
is,
of these
yeah.
of these characters.
I just don't how were you losing sleep at night because this black woman was on a pancake box? Like, who was sitting up at night rolling over in bed, can't sleep, and they this like that's bothering you?
Well, check it out. The family got mad.
Yes,
Because they were getting paid, I guess.
Oh no.
Because multiple women have portrayed Aunt
Yeah.
Jemima in history, and that's
this is the craziest thing I heard. They said, so they're claiming that Aunt Jemima is like some slave figure.
Yeah.
And they're saying that white people get a kick out of this black woman making them pancakes. It's like she's like a house slave in the home of like in the home of white people. So they really didn't want white people having this black character on a food box in their cabinet.
it's the
Was
same.
she a slave?
No, she
No.
was not a slave, but they
She's a
said
paid
she's
spokesperson.
But they're saying that she is like a slave figure, like a house slave. So that's what they were trying to claim. But it's ridiculous. I have not met one person who wanted this woman off of the box. I want to meet the people.
Yeah.
They don't
I want to
exist.
meet these
I
people.
want to meet Jemima herself.
And then you went and put yourself on.
Then exactly. And listen, like Aunt Jemima, anytime that I had Aunt Jemima, I was, extremely happy. And and I was introduced to Aunt Jemima when I was growing up in foster care. One of my foster homes, all they bought was Aunt Jemima pancakes. So I was introduced to her and I just fell in love with that mix. So and every time I see that box, it brings back memories from childhood. And then they took it away. So I was like, what in the hell?
You should see if the company
know,
will sell you the trademark.
The thing about
They would never do that. They would.
no, but they've abandoned it. You might be able to just take it.
That's like you were talking about with the logo for independent.
Yeah, so we've got
No, because they are still using it. They're not using her face, but they're using the name on the new box.
it's Pearl Milling Company now.
No, they're using. No, if you see the box at the very bottom, it says formerly Aunt Jemima.
Yes, yes.
Aunt Jemima, same taste as Aunt Jemima. So they're still using.
But
they're still using the
just
name.
wrong, man.
But you still might have a legal challenge to the trademark because they've changed it. So we have this right here. This is Timcast Skateboard Company, which I announced several months ago, and Independent has no challenge. This symbol right here is it used to be the Independent Skateboard Trucks logo, and they abandoned it because people said it looks like a German Iron Cross or something, and it's racist or whatever. So they apologized. No, we're not racist. They got rid of that logo. And so I said, okay, then it's abandoned IP. Yeah. It's now public domain. I'm using it. So
I could try. And one thing that all Americans, most of us have in common, white people, black people, Hispanics, all Americans, most Americans love pancakes. And if they don't love pancakes, they love waffles. And that's one thing that will bring people togetger is food.
Pancakes, waffles, or French toast for you?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Do you use different kinds of flour?
Do I use different
almond
kind of
flour? Do you ever mess with
I do not have almond flour, but I am coming out with a vegan mix.
How's that work? What's the ingredients?
no buttermilk?
It's going to be vanilla bean. And then I have a keto mix that'll come out soon. And also I have gluten-free at the moment.
Oh, what's the gluten-free?
The gluten-free?
How do you make it? Yeah.
Man, it's so many different ingredients, but yeah, I I need to read all the ingredients.
Yeah. I wonder what the flour is.
Yeah. But it's and then I have like different flavors. I have like blueberry, apple cinnamon bun.
Oh wow.
Chocolate chip.
Oh,
and yeah.
Oh, what was the other one?
Chocolate chip. So I have chocolate chip and sweet potato mix, pumpkin spice. I have a whole bunch of different mixes, but I need to find out. The gluten-free stuff is gluten-free certified, so anything I say on here, I have to get it right.
Yeah,
because they'll be breathing down my back.
Gluten-free is where it's at.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not sure how I feel about that pumpkin spice one, but the rest of it,
Yeah.
You're in what do you say, 38 stores?
Yeah, so I'm in the Sedano supermarket. It's in South Florida.
How do we get Cousin T's nationwide in every supermarket?
Oh man, getting these so many of the grocery stores are so woke, and and this is the tough thing here. So Cousin T's, now people can get it on cousintees.com right now. So I ship everywhere, but I'm a small business, and what it costs me to make my pancake mix, the big brands are selling it there's the price that they're selling it at is the price that I'm buying it at, because they buy millions of boxes to drive their costs down. I don't have the money to do that. Right. So in the grocery stores, they like to mark up the products 30 to 40%.
Yep.
Well, my product is already expensive.
Small batch premium.
Yeah, compared to, and it's a gourmet product too, so it is more expensive compared to the bigger brands. So if you put my stuff on the shelf, it's going to be way more expensive because the grocery stores mark it up 30 or 40%. So that's what I'm dealing with too. And also, Walmart is so woke, Target is woke. And they, like I said, anytime I try to get into these stores, they most likely they look at my social media account. They say, no, we can't take it. They don't return my emails. They don't return my calls.
Have you thought of calling them racist?
In all seriousness,
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.